Hello, everybody. Had to go live because for some reason they wouldn't let me record. So I don't know what that's about, but I'm just coming to talk to you guys about weight loss surgery and the nicotine test, and about my experience with it with this weight loss surgery and nicotine testing. Okay, so I made this channel because I'm gonna need support. And I really want to support other people as well. Just like, you know, I've gotten so much support from other people in their channels. So I just want to, be able to do the same for other people. And also just so that we can swap information and uplift each other. Things like that. So I wanted to talk about the nicotine test because it was so hard for me to quit smoking. And this is for all my smokers. I know it's a nasty habit. Oh, people judge smokers so much. But it's the hardest thing in the world to quit. It really is. And I really went through a hard time with quitting cigarettes. Like, I started this journey in February. And here it is, the end of November. And I took my nicotine test today. Finally took the nicotine test today. And I also took the chest x ray. And these are basically the last things I have to do. Now I'm just waiting for them to submit all this to my insurance company. And then I'll be getting a surgery date. So I'm so excited, guys. I'm so happy. Like, I used to be so nervous about getting the surgery. Now it's just like I'm just so ready. I'm just so ready to get it over and done. I'm ready to start like grinding it out in the gym. I'm just ready. I'm ready to do what I need to do. I'm ready to see those pounds shed. I'm ready to start living. And I really am. Um I've waited so long, it seemed like. But I really want to stay on subject and talk about the nicotine test and just the addiction to nicotine, okay? Because a lot of people don't know that it's nicotine in lots of things, okay? First of all, people, for my smokers out there, my smokers that smoke weed, okay? I'm talking about weed. With blunts, anything with tobacco has nicotine. Okay, so if you're wrapping your marijuana in a leaf of some sort, a tobacco leaf of any sort, or a cigar, there's nicotine in that. And a lot of people don't know that. So it's nicotine in that. And if you smoke weed regularly and you smoke it in a blunt, you're addicted to nicotine whether you know it or not. You're addicted to nicotine. And it's going to be a challenge for you to stop using that, okay, to roll out. Um, what I did to quit smoking, I actually bought the book, Alan Carr's The Easy Way to Quit Smoking, or however it goes, something like that. I bought the illustrated book because it has pictures and it's not as long to read. I am an English student. I read a lot of books. I didn't need another one to read. Okay, I'm not trying to be like ignorant or anything, but I read a lot, and I just didn't want to pile on to my list of readings. So, but I read it, and this book, guys, I swear, this book, I, in the book, it tells you, right? It tells you to light the cigarette. It tells you to hold the smoke in your mouth. They ask you to really taste the smoke. How does that taste? They ask the question, and then like You smoke like two cigarettes during the book, and when you put out that last cigarette, you are not to light another one ever again. And I'm here to tell you guys that when I read that last part in the book and I put that cigarette out, that was the very last cigarette that I smoked. It really was. Now, what I do is I vape, okay? I vape. This is my vape right here. There's no nicotine in this. None at all. None. And I vape because I just, when I'm driving or when I'm home after I eat, those times where you're really like, you want a cigarette, I vape, you know? And I don't feel any way about it. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, it's just like smoking cigarettes." Oh, that is not true. It's not. If anybody's ever vaped, if anybody was a sure enough smoker and started vaping, you will see that those two things are totally different. Totally different. Okay, first of all, that's not even smoke. It's not smoke. It doesn't smell. I mean, it does smell. It has a scent, but it's not a smoke scent. It's a scent like I don't know how I explain it. Like a scent like air freshener, like like a sweet smell or something like that. Like it's not even like hookah. Like hookah is tobacco. This is not hookah. Like people have so many misconceptions about vaping, and they want to just talk bad about it because of how it looks. It looks so similar to smoking, but it really isn't anything like smoking at all. It's actually it's just something for me to inhale and exhale and to hold in my hand. But other than that, it's no nicotine in it. It's not doing anything for my cigarette craving, really. But but yeah, it took me a while to quit. You know, um I had stopped buying cigarettes. October the 17th is when I stopped buying cigarettes. Well, packs. I stopped buying packs. But I found myself like buying loose cigarettes. I was buying loose cigarettes from like little corner stores or whatever that I knew had them. I would buy loose ones like 2 or 4 a day. And it was like, Ebony, you gotta quit. Quit, Ebony, quit, quit, quit. And I just could not quit to save my life. And I mean, I was crying one day. I was actually crying in front of my son, like, why can't I quit smoking cigarettes? I was on the phone talking to my husband, like, I can't quit. Like, what's wrong with me? And they made me feel so much better. They was just like, well, you slow down a lot. You don't buy packs. But to me, that stuff didn't mean anything because I was still smoking. And it was the 24-hour mark. Once the 20, I could not make it past 24-hour mark to save my life. I needed a cigarette. I mean, in the shower, I was feeling for a cigarette so bad. Like, I started crying. And I started praying. And I said, God, please, just take the taste out of my mouth. When I tell you, it was the hardest thing that I have ever had to do. It really was. And I'm not going back. I'm sorry. I'm not going back. I know some people just quit for the surgery and they go back. I'm not going back. I can't. I will not. The hold that those things had over me, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not. I'm just not. But yeah, y'all, that's what I really want to talk about. I wanted to talk about nicotine addiction and how hard it was for me to quit smoking cigarettes because that was very surprising. Because, I mean, throughout my life, I always said, oh, I'm going to quit, I'm going to quit. I kept saying it like, I'm going to quit, I'm going to quit, I'm going to quit. Y'all, that was so hard for me. That was the hardest thing I ever did. ever had to do. So I can't imagine starting back up and then having to do it again. And you know it's probably be harder the second time. No, absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. Not gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna be vaping from now on, and that's just how it's gonna be for me. Okay. So I guess I'll be ending this video now because there's really nothing else to talk about. I took my nicotine test. I took my chest x-ray. I did everything else that I was supposed to do for the surgery. Okay, I did the dietitian the dietitian, the nutritionist. I did 6 months of that. I had a I went and saw I got cleared by the cardiologist. I had an EKG with him. I also had an endoscopy. Come to find out, I have a hernia, hiatal hernia, that's going to have to be fixed during my surgery. A hiatal hernia that I had since I was pregnant with my son. My son is now 15. And I had that hernia when I was pregnant with him. And my OBGYN was like, it was going to go away after I had my son, and it didn't. It's still there. So, they're gonna have to fix that during surgery as well. My endoscopy showed that I didn't have acid reflux. I didn't have it the whole time. That the acid that I was having was all due to my hiatal hernia. So, that was interesting. I'm not gonna say that was good news. That was interesting news. So, so yeah, I didn't need a sleep study. He didn't ask for that. He just asked for the nicotine test. So, I've met all the requirements. Oh, the chest x-ray, that was something last minute that they threw on me. When I was going to go take my nicotine test, all of a sudden, they were like, oh, you need a chest x-ray. Oh, when did I need that? When y'all going to tell me that? Nobody told me that. And she said, oh, well, it's a new requirement by your insurance, so whatever. So I did that today, and I'm just waiting to hear back from them. Um, I guess I don't know if I pass. They said 2 or 3 days to know if I pass my nicotine test. Now, y'all pray for me because I quit over a month ago, so I should be good. I'm hoping I'm good. But if I'm not, then I just gotta wait some more. You know, it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. So, anyway, all right, you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. If you want some more content like this, if you want to follow my journey, then subscribe. Subscribe and let's have a conversation in the comments. I would like to be able to follow you guys' journey as well. We can support each other. This is the reason why I'm here, for support. So thanks a lot for listening, and I'll check back in with you guys when I hear anything back. I'll be sure to make a video about it. Okay? So thank you guys. Bye-bye.